Alright folks, welcome back to the Boys Green YouTube channel. It's time to look ahead to the game at the weekend at Rugby Park where Celtic will come against Kilmarnock on Sunday. I'm joined by Alistair. How you doing, Alistair?
Good, thanks, pal.
Aye, good. Alistair, I've always kind of said that after these European games, I believe it myself, as these games can be tricky after European ties, but it's important that Celtic need to keep taking one at a time. I've said numerous times this season that doesn't matter who we're playing, you um treat every game with the same kind of intensity, the same concentration you would treat any game pretty much.
Yep, you certainly do, mate, and especially Rugby Park. In many ways, Rugby Park might actually be the best game to have because you need to focus on that pitch and the way Derek McInnes organises his teams, etc. So you need to look, you need to be careful. You can't. I know the European week was great, but we need to get back to the bread and butter stuff.
Aye, I know. It's important that we do, obviously, because it's the league is, at the end of the day, you can have all the Champions League like glamour and whatever else, but at the end of the day, the league is the most important, out of all the competitions we play in. Alistair, Kilmarnock last season were a team that we did struggle against. Let's not beat around the bush about it. We lost opposite Rugby Park. We drew them at Celtic Park. Obviously, with that kind of fantastic result when we confirmed league title winners last year, the 5-0 win. But it's a team that we always seem to kind of struggle with.
Well, somebody pointed this out to me earlier. Um, Somebody said we either thump them or we struggle. There's no in between, and I just want to just reset the dial, and then we can look back on what I would say has been the best run this season, especially when you consider in a cup final, um, neck and neck at top of the league, and well in the mix in the Champions League. So just one on Sunday, and I just find a way to win. It's a bit like the Ross County game.
Aye, because obviously they got we gave them all plaudits, and rightly so, for the game at the week during the week. But if we don't get a result at Ross County, that kind of goes on the bin for me, really.
Yeah,
No, Ross County, sorry, Kilmarnock. If we don't get a result, it all kind of goes in the bin because, like, at the end of the day, you know what we're like. It is 1 minute we're wonderful, next minute we get a bad result, and it's we're rubbish on this. But Kilmarnock, obviously, they took a few scalpings off Celtic, or the two Glasgow teams, Celtic and Rangers. Obviously, they beat Rangers a few weeks back as well. So, Alistair, as you said, it needs to be a concentration because Kilmarnock are good at that. If a team aren't fully concentrated and with the game, they can exploit it, and they can exploit it quite quite badly to kind of
yeah,
devastating effect.
yep. Again, and I know it's a cliche, but the pitch is a lever,
Aye.
and,
Um,
and it's all about attitude these games. I think we're pretty fortunate, Josh, that it's not a 12 o'clock on a Sunday kickoff. It's 3 o'clock, which people might say, what's the difference? The difference is it's no first thing in the morning. You're having to get up, pre-match meal, etc. and go way down to Kilmarnock.
um, in terms of the plastic pitch, I do think it does have an effect, and I don't agree with them being in the league. I think it's embarrassing that for the top league in Scotland that we've got plastic parks. Just basically parks you would see in your local
I've
football
got bad
pitches to good.
news for you then because they've announced that
I
they're
seen
going
that.
to they're going to delay the ripping up of the pitch. Well,
But on the other hand as well, the plastic, I don't agree with them. But on the other hand, I think Celtic are good enough to oversee a plastic park.
yeah, well,
If we can go toe to toe with a team that's setting the Bundesliga, I fully expect us to not have a problem on a plastic pitch.
it'll be nice to
As
see Derek McInnes crying again. That'd be nice.
I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself because I don't really believe in that. Um, but I think, as I said, Kilmarnock have kind of had some, they had a really good season last season. As I said, they've already defeated Rangers this season. Our previous meeting was the opening day of the season, where we hammered them pretty much. It was 4-0. So it's just all about attitude for me. In these games, I think it's especially coming off a European game. It's all about, and to be fair to the team, they've shown some really good attitude this season where we've been able to switch our focus pretty well. Because a lot of previous Celtic teams are like, oh, come on away, it might be a slip up, or Ross Kent away, maybe a wee slip up after a European result. But it's all about just kind of being able to maintain that performance level and no taking for granted, because the only thing about this kind of run we're on, we've not lost a game domestically this season, is, and I don't think it will be the case, but you start thinking maybe complacency might start digging in a bit as well. You
And that,
know,
sorry, but as I say, there's also the fact that you're probably going to be going down there at least a point, if no three behind. So you still need to pay Aberdeen that respect.
aye,
Even we thumped them in the semi final, you
different game,
still
I
need
think.
to, you still need to, you still need points on the board. You can't be flattening 2 points away here, three there, etc. So you just go, you just go down, start, try and kill the game early and put a stamp on it, and and then you can start making changes if legs get tired and stuff like that.
Aye. Um, Obviously, Kilmarnock is at seventh at the moment in the league. Probably they started the season really slowly, but they've kind of picked up momentum. In the recent weeks, obviously the win against Rangers, as we mentioned. We didn't actually have a game at the weekend due to Motherwell being in the League Cup semi-final action, so they'll be kind of fully rested. They've not had a game
And when it's
since
we've had two,
since we've two, so there's another factor as well. But I think they're starting to kind of slowly pick up on the form that they found last season. It got them into that European places. Um,
one thing I picked up on, Josh, the defence has been very leaky for Kilmarnock. You associate Kilmarnock with having strong defenders, but their defence this year has been a bit leaky. Granted, it's been a lot to do with red cards, but I do think they have been a wee bit more leaky than they were last year.
Aye, well, they're missing one of the probably one of the best defenders in Stuart Finlay. He's injured. So
He was
that's
at
obviously
Celtic as well.
that's obviously good for Celtic. Um, but in terms of Alistair, in terms of the team, what would you do? Because I don't believe I've seen it a few times. Rodgers making 4 or 5 changes. I don't agree with that, to be honest. It's never really sat right with me. I know, and I completely understand Rodgers as a manager, but I think it completely disrupts the rhythm of the team. 2, 3 changes, fair, but if you start making 4, 5, 6, you're thinking, right, you're disrupting it. But I can also understand you can't play the same team as Wednesday night because of the shift that we put Tuesday night. Sorry, the shift that we put in.
Yeah. But no, I don't think he'll do the whole Dundee thing again. I think he'll do maybe free change match. I don't think it'll be, because what you've got to remember, Josh, is this is the last game before
Nah,
a
that's true.
lot of them. I'll give you an example. The man at the moment, Nicholas Kuhn, isn't going away with Germany, so why would you not ask him to go again? Why would you not play
Aye.
somebody like somebody that's actually got a good record down there, James Forrest, and use Maeda later on if you need it?
I actually agree with your point about Kuhn. I think, to be honest, I think Kuhn will want to play because I think Kuhn is in that great vein of form at the moment. He just want to keep playing games. As you said, he's not been called up, for his national team, Germany. But I think for me, I'd go with maybe 3 changes as well. Alistair, you said who would your 3 changes be then to the team?
I would go. I wouldn't play Valley. I'd play Taylor because he's used to that pitch, and also I would play Bernardo and Ida.
My 3 changes well, they are different actually. I'd actually play Valley. I think domestically, and I can understand the point because I can the whole plastic part stuff, but I think he was unlucky on Tuesday night, sorry,
Yeah.
to miss out. He's been in the news obviously a bit as well with the whole
Although
kind of bad.
Rodgers denied that in his Sky interview.
He always is gone, so I don't really look too much in it. But it's one of those things, you're not going to be able to see what you're. It's one of these things
Well,
you're
we'll
going to.
put it this way, we'll find out in January.
Aye, pretty much. But I'd play Vi. I'd actually change up the midfield a bit. For me, Hatate, I think I would drop him out. I think he put in an outrageous shift along with the others. But I think Hatate, you
Yeah,
could see at the end of the game, he was absolutely parts. To be honest, he was done in. To be honest,
yeah, well, he
um,
actually lay on the floor at the
aye,
end of the game. I think it was you that pointed it out.
aye. So I would I think I'd play Bernardo. I think instead of Hatate. Engels. I think our midfield change. I think I'd maybe bring McKibben in, just for your
Yeah, for
reasons.
energy.
Aye, I think
And he's
Engels
got
and
a week off,
aye,
basically.
Engels and Hatate and McGregor and a lot of the team have put in two kind of 90-minute shifts. So I think Engels played 60 minutes, 70 minutes on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I heard people saying he was poor the other night, and I don't just
Nah, I'm not buying it.
subscribe to that either.
It's just I think people are expecting fucking shoot lightning
People,
bolts.
people are expecting him to be Kaka instead of in the one movement.
Aye.
And
Um,
it's
uh,
unfair.
I'm not saying he tore the house down or anything, but he wasn't. It was not bad at all. I thought his ball winning yet again was good. The wee flick for the Kun goal, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
So
and they
I
controlled that midfield. You don't need to be on the ball to control a midfield.
and to be honest, I do think he got overshadowed a bit because of how good McGregor and Hatate were, because the two of them were
Yeah,
playing out their skin, to be honest. So I think he kind of got overshadowed. As I said, I'm not saying he was like phenomenal or anything, but he done his job and done what was asked of him. And I still stand by. I don't subscribe to Roe Engels criticism. I'll criticise him if he's really poor, and I can see it. But I still think there's a lot more to come. And every game that guy plays, I think he'll grow into a better and better player. But I would rest him. I think just because he's not really had a rest really, and he could be probably with Belgium as well.
yeah,
I don't know if
he's in
he
the squad because
is in the squad, so there you go. He'll be away with Belgium. To be honest, that doesn't really come into because I couldn't give a two fucks
yeah,
about
I
Belgium,
know.
to be honest. But I'd just kind of freshen that midfield up, just give it a bit more energy because I think Hatat and Engels might have a bit leggy and stuff like that. McGregor I've not really worried about because he'll have kind of a decent break during
Yeah,
the international break. The forward line for me, I think you still put Kuhn in there. I think you'd be daft not to. I think you always play the players that are in form, and
yeah.
he's.
I don't think you can change the whole forward line.
I also don't think you can drop out the best winger in Scotland at the moment. I'd even arguably say the best player in Scotland at the moment.
Yeah.
Left wing, I'd still go Maida. I don't think you can take a guy out of the team
Huh.
just what he gives you. And somehow a Kilmarnock, you're going to need something like that who can run after a ball, just be really do dirty work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think so. I think Maida would keep in, and I could see either come in because as I said with Engels and Hatate, I think he'll put a didn't score, but he put a massive shift in as well. His pressing, I think, was really good. His overall play just coming short and doing everything. So I don't know about the forward line, but I kind of
I'll
just maybe
I'll
edge to
I'll
Kyogo.
tell you why I would play that, and it's not because the last time we were there, although I think that might be Roger's thinking. My thinking is if Finley's out, which I believe he is, they're going to be susceptible to the high ball in the box.
Aye.
And with all due respect to Kyogo, he's not that kind of player. So, and to be fair, anytime he'd scored at Fir Park when he come on. So I think Rodgers will just say, okay, Adam, on you go. And
Aye. No, I could
the
could
way he
see a
done the
case.
last time.
I could see a case for it. I think it's just kind of a
I
flip
think
of the
that'll be
coin.
a few changes.
Alistair, obviously, then we move on to obviously score predictions. Obviously, it's a kind of difficult game before we go away. We had a national break, and as I said, I back off on Tuesday. But what are you saying?
Let me make it clear. I'll go anyone, but I'll go a good 3-0.
I think I'll go 2-0. I think it'll go. Maybe it will. I'm
Yeah,
saying
well,
2-0.
let's be honest. The first time the first time we went down there last year, in the league was the Bambi on Ice game, so it won't be that bad, folks.
I'm not getting that Phillips in defence this season.
Yeah,
And I touch wood that Trusty does not have that game, but I highly doubt that. But aye,
I
for me,
think maybe if Carter Vickers and Trusty are both get knocks, it wouldn't
nah,
surprise me if
Brendan
Scales come in.
Brendan Rodgers dismissed that. I think as well. Really, they dismiss it, but he said that there were precautions. I think they've
It
just
was
been given.
hopeful. It was only a 24-hour rest, I think.
I think they're just kind of getting them because they both of them put a shift in. Vickers is just back for that injury, and Trusty's played a good run of games. So
And
hopefully there's
Trusty
nothing.
took a sore one in the ankle, of course.
Aye, hopefully nothing in it. And even if one of them was out, then at least we've got Scales. But if two of them are out, then
Meraki.
no, it would be Welsh. But and that would put the
I'd
fear
rather
out.
have Meraki, thanks.
Yeah, I think they're just. I honestly think they're just as bad as each other. The difference is one of them cost £4 million, and we've not
Yeah,
seen.
I know.
Slight. There's a reason we've not seen the Rocky.
Yeah.
There's a reason we've not seen the Rocky. But hopefully we've at least only get one of them a doubt and
What's
one of
your
them.
prediction then?
I said 2-0. If Welsh and Scales are playing, then I might come back on and it might be a stressed look on my face come full time on Sunday, but I think 2-0. Going with the team that I think will play and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for the Kelly versus Celtic preview. We'll be back on Sunday after the game. Hopefully talking about another Celtic win doing on the plastic. Until then, speak to you later and hail hail.